All right, we're going to cut this fabric in half like I taught you previously, where you're going to fold it in half. Put your hand right here and slide those scissors right along there. Like that. You're going to do that a lot in class. All right, after you cut it, you're going to take your pin cushion. Yes, I have a pin cushion with a lot of pins. And you're going to put them in perpendicular. You're going to come down about 2 inches, put the pin in, bend it, and push it to the side. 2 or 3 pins should be plenty for this length of fabric. Another one, and another one. So that's where I'm going to be stitching. So that's where I'm going to put it. There are lines engraved onto the plate right here. Each one of those lines represents 1/8 of an inch. We are going to go to the third one because it starts at 3/8, 4/8, 1/2 inch, or 5/8. So we're going to go to the third line, which is 5/8. You're going to come onto your fabric so that when the needle were to go in this fabric, it would be about 1/2 inch down. So I'm going to go into the fabric. Again, make sure all your threads are pushed off to the side of the foot like this. So they're just hanging out over here. They can hang over on this side. It doesn't matter which side. I'm going again for the third line, and I come onto my fabric a little bit. All these edges should be all nice and lined up. And then you're going to reach right up in here, and there's a lever that brings this foot up and down, up and down. So we're going to put it in the down spot. Hopefully you guys saw that right there. And then this is your reverse button, and it makes the machine go backwards. The backward stitch is how we tie a knot with the sewing machine. So I'm going to hold this down, a little too far on, and I'm going to go backwards, not 1,000,000 stitches. I'm going to go backwards like 3 stitches. So I push it down. It takes a little pressure to push that down. And go back, do 3 stitches. I want to go to the end of the fabric. So there we are. Now hand placement. Fingertips here, support here. This is not pulling and pushing. The fabric will be fed through the machine. There are feed dogs down here. They're a little traction. They grab it and move it and grab it and move it. And all that's set by your settings up in this area, which have been set for you, so you should be okay. So I'm just going to guide, and I'm going to keep my eyes right here. Don't stare at the needle. I guarantee if you look at the needle, it's still going to go up and down. So we don't need to worry about that. You want to keep your eyes here and just guide that. You're guiding right along that 5/8 line. I come to a pin. We do not run pins over. We talked about how needles can get wrecked. That's how they can get wrecked. Got a little bubble going on there. And it's just like steering. Like if I'm going a little too right or left, I guide it with my fingers back the correct direction. When you get to the very end, you're going to hit the reverse button again, and you're going to go back for about 3 stitches, and then wheel this until, remember this guy I said you're going to hear a lot about him? You're going to get that all the way up to the top, lift your presser foot, pull the fabric out. And there is actually a knife on the side. I'll show you that in class. It's too hard to see here. You're going to cut your threads there and cut both of your starting threads there. And there's your seam, 5/8 of an inch. Okay, it is not my most perfect straight stitch because I'm telling you I'm doing like the splits trying to do this stitching. But there it is. You're going to take the iron. You're going to press it first flat. Helps sets the stitch in. Then you're going to open it up. And you're going to press it, it's called flat and open, straight down here all the way down, and then you go back on this side and make sure that it is pulled nice and open and all the way down. Get a good press on it. That is your 5/8 of a seam.